Yeah, it went
behind the
crazy, didn't
curtain.
it, towards the end? It was like, towards the end, it was so far from what it was at the start. I can't really remember
Mm.
the last few series. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it.
Well, I was in the first six, and then the seventh one was the last one.
Mm.
Obviously, because they got rid of me in the sixth one. That's what I have to say. But yeah, it's. I think it was quite popular in that when it got cancelled, but there's no, who knows, it's there's just someone. A lot of times with things like this in the BBC, especially with newish channels like BBC Three, because it was on BBC Three at the time, you'll get some new person comes in who's been promoted and they're the head of this channel, so they just want to sweep everything away and start their new regime and all that. So there's all sorts of shit like that goes on with the BBC and TV companies in general. So you just never know why things get pulled. I think it did all right. Getting 7 seasons isn't bad when you look at these days. Stuff gets cancelled all the time. So I think it did all right, really.
Yeah, I think the last series was 2011, wasn't it? Round about that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Janine Garofalo was in it and all, and I think it was in it, Paul Weller or someone. So
yeah. What?
all the big names and still got pulled. I think my favourites, one of my other favourite scenes was when I got to meet a hero of mine, who's Graham Fellows, who plays John Shuttleworth. But he's also there was a hit in the late 70s called what was it called? Gordon is a Moron, and it was by Jilted John. It was like a fake punk song. We got in the charts and that. And then he also does a character called John Shuttleworth, who's one of my favourite comedy characters, who's this Yorkshire-based electronic pianist. And he was in as a guest in one of the episodes. I think it was where after Steve's died and they decided to harvest his organs, and then they get in this guy, this weird surgeon bloke, to harvest his organs, and Graham Fellows played the weird surgeon bloke. And I took me Jilted John single in, and he signed it for us, which was a nice moment. And I helped Sean Locke take his bra off, which is another highlight.
Oh
Just,
yeah, I remember he was in that. Yeah, yeah. Was he
yeah, and he wore a
one of the
bra. I think he
boyfriends?
played one of Graham's
Yeah.
odd partners in it. And then it was after the scene finished, and he was in Johnny's like caravan out the back, and I forget why I was there, but he needed help getting his bra off, so I helped him take his bra off,
Because you're a
which
true
was,
gentleman.
well, it was a privilege.
Yeah, yeah. What was it like working with Johnny Vegas?
I sound, he's always on, it's one of those comedians, so it's always a laugh, and I think it was fun for the cast. It was probably a bit more stressful for the crew and stuff. But I think overall it was good because, like I say, it was a positive experience. Everybody had a laugh, and everybody got on with everyone. The like the makeup department, the costumes, the props, the camera department, the lighting guys, the sound guy. Everybody was like up for a laugh, but professional, and got on with the job and got everything done, and mutual respect all over the place, which was fantastic, and just meant that we could fuck about a bit, which is quite, it's nice. It's where you get some of the nicer ad libs and stuff from people like Ben Crompton and that. Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice experience,
Mm.
but like I said, I've forgotten a lot of what happened. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because it brings back memories. Yeah, so everyone was sound. A couple of the cast were wankers, but I won't tell you who they were. But everyone else was sound.
Yeah, you get it everywhere though, don't you?
Yeah, I was going to get some actor diva type in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 99% of people were great fun, good laugh.
Mm.
Because we worked over. I think there was a couple of series where we worked over the Christmas period, so we had like a Christmas party for the cast kind of thing, and I dressed up as Santa Claus and gave out presents to the cast, which was fun. And then one year I dressed up as a Christmas rat, who was like the opposite of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He goes around, and if you've been on the naughty list, he comes round your house and shits all over your presents. So I did that one year. And we had a couple of gigs, because like I said, there was a few comedians in the cast. So we had a couple of like charity gigs, Ideal-based gigs where we were filming and that in Manchester. And that was good fun. I think I even got to go to, because you know Johnny was in Benidorm, the show, and he's based in Benidorm filming that, and he got me over and a couple of the comics, and got to do a gig over in Benidorm, which was fun in the big, I can't remember what it's called, big theatre there. And I thought I was going to die on my arse, and I didn't. I had a great time. So that was fun.
Yeah, well, that could be a good spin-off, couldn't it? Ideal the Christmas rat. It's got a ring to it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Ideal in Benidorm, maybe. That would work better. Be a bit like Auf Wiedersehen, Pet when Noah went to Spain. But yeah, like I say, if it came back, it would be great. But I can't see it. But you know, never count out Graham. You just never know. You know.
Yeah.
The next BBC controller happens to be a massive Ideal fan. There you go. It's all sorted.
Yeah.
Or who knows? Because if you look back over the last 10 years, say, at the importance of television versus like social media, like YouTube, etc., there's a massive shift.
Yeah.
From one to the other. So if you look like 10 years in the future, TV might be even more relevant, you know, and it might all be existing online. And if stuff starts to be existing online more, then who knows what will happen with Ideal. All it takes is, you know, fans could get together, they could raise the money, get the crew, get the cast. You know, anything's possible if you want to do it.